I have a story here that I'd like to bring up and really let it sink in. All right. Police in Leesburg didn't have to search long for a suspect in a fatal shooting that happened Friday. Why?
Because they continued to shoot off the gun in public.
No.
Oh, they were looking for the victim?
They were looking for the guy, but they didn't have to search very long. They got him because his father turned him in.
Oh.
I started reading this at first, and I was like, oh, I'd never do that. Officers with Leesburg Police Department responded to reports of a shooting on June 27th. They arrived to find the 20-year-old victim suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. While investigators were at the scene of the crime, the suspect, 18-year-old Cameron Pickard, and his father arrived at the police station where he turned himself in. The father made him turn himself in. And I thought about it, and I was like, my plan would be, how do we get Joey out of the country? But then I thought the right thing to do would be to turn him in.
But also circumstances. You don't know what the circumstances. He may have said it was self-defense, something like that. And the father said, listen, if you run, you're guilty.
Bad. You're done.
Yeah. So if it was self-defense, turn yourself in, get a lawyer, let's start putting the case together and doing it that way, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the circumstances were, but,
They're going to find you.
They're going to find you. All you're doing is making it worse for yourself.
Pretty much.
I mean, if you know that you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life or get the death penalty, sure, run.
You know
what I mean? Because they can't do anything worse.
I know somewhere where I could hide my son right now where you'd never find him. And it's something that is something that's not related to me that he can go stay. But the problem is he's going to have to live his life like Walter White did at the end of it, where he'd just be living in a trailer.
You'll never be able to talk to him ever again.
You're probably right.
Because the minute
they track me to him.
And
what kind of life is that? You know what I mean? Like if he's in jail, you can go see him and have visitations and stuff like that. But if he just has to live on his own,
off the grid in a trailer somewhere,
right, and have no contact with anybody, is that any better?
No.
Also, let me ask you this, without you giving too much away, because you want to keep this place, whatever. How does it have no connection with you? Are there people there?
No.
There's no people there. So you're just sending them out in the middle of nowhere. Is there shelter?
Yes.
That he could go in without trespassing and be arrested and stuff?
Never be seen going in. It's like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but I still don't believe you. I feel like there's a connection to you.
No,
there has to be a connection to you.
There's not.
How do you know about it, and why wouldn't he get busted for trespassing?
There's no red string that you would attach from this person to me.
So there's an attachment, though. You know the person, so there is an
the
attachment.
The cops are smarter than you.
Yeah.
You just said you know the person.
I said there's no red string you would attach to this person to me.
Right.
There's no attachment.
But you know
you know a person, you know them.
I know a lot of people.
I know, but
I don't
you
ever
understand
talk
what
to
I'm
this
saying?
person. I never call this person. I never talk to this person. I never
Doesn't
have
matter.
I'm not a Facebook friend of this person.
You know who they are. They know who you are.
You have their number in your phone?
No. No, I'm once removed from this person.
Once removed?
Yeah. So then you know somebody who knows this person.
You're not going to outsmart the cops.
Yeah. Good luck.
They're going to catch him and say, listen, your dad led us right to you.
Yeah.
He thought he was smart. He's not. He's not smart.
Somebody in the chain could mess up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm telling you, as far as me being concerned and having relations or connections to this person or this property or this place, I've got nothing. You can go through all my stuff. You'll never be able to connect A to B because there is no connection.
You're once removed.
I'm once removed from this person. Like I'm not talking to this person.
I understand.
Yeah.
But whenever they don't just go, let's see who Mike knows. They go, let's see who Mike knows. They go, let's see who Mike knows. Let's see who Mike knows.
Yeah.
Right. But do you know how many people Mike knows?
I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about.
But it might be.
Thousands and thousands of people.
Right. And if they pick this one randomly who goes bing, bing, connected.
Yeah, but what do they, so I could even give him the guy's name. How are you going to find him? Well, all right. Obviously, you see what he owns. But I'm like, what I'm saying is his name comes up in a list. What are they going to find out?
They talk to 1,000 people. They talk to this guy. This guy sweats. They got him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know how good he
This
is.
guy's not a sweater.
Everybody's not a sweater until they start sweating.
This
Until
guy-
the police
I
start
will
Or
tell
sweating.
you
until
this.
they threaten to
This
put
guy-
him in jail.
This guy's a professional criminal.
Okay, well now he's definitely on the list.
Tom.
No, he's not. He hasn't been caught. He hasn't been a caught
He's
criminal.
never been caught.
You don't know what kind of criminal
Yeah,
he is.
yeah.
No,
You're
yeah,
already
you're
done.
done.
You're already done. We
I
got
don't-
him.
he doesn't make it 24
You guys
hours.
have no idea who it is.
Yeah, but there's got to be a trail.
Yeah.
The fact that you'd have to give your son that information in itself is going to connect you.
It's the friend of your father's that said something bad about the sailor. Boom, you're caught.
About the sailor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you're
Got
both
him.
going to jail.
Got him.
No, you can't go through my father. That'd be the first place everybody'd look.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no. Listen. There's contingency plans for everything.
I know you're saying
listen.
it, and
No.
you think that that's not.
I
but
know
I'm
that
telling
you two super sleuth think that you're all over it, but there's
No,
no
I'm
way.
not
And
saying
you
us.
also- but
I'm
also-
saying the cops.
Yeah, and also,
I don't.
Mike,
I think you're giving a lot of credit to the local police force.
you think that jail would be fun and you could live in in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. You are delusional.
I'm not
We
going.
also
I'm
know
not going.
that.
I also
Yeah.
said I'd rather go to jail than do this.
You thought your basketball hoop was gone this morning.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
It's out there.
it remains.
Joey checked on
you really
it.
cover your tracks.
I can't even keep track of a basketball.
No, like you're
I'll hide the key. I'll hide the key under the basketball hoop. Wait, is that still there? It's
like-
not there. Oh, it's there.
I hate every one of you on this show. It's the worst show ever.
So I
But you-
admire your devotion to try and make it happen.
You bring up these wild theories all the time,
Right.
but it ends the same way. We all point out how it totally is a lie or wouldn't work, this, that, and then you guys are jerks.
Yeah.